up, guys? Charlie Lawrence here, fixing my world record holder, metabolic elite athlete, and yeah, it's kind of the day in the life. So right now, it's in the afternoon, about to go on my second run in a couple of hours, but I want to get at least an hour of my altitude 10. So the goal is just to build red blood cells as much as possible. I'm obviously already at altitude here in Boulder, but the goal is to try to build more red blood cells. So I sleep in this as well, try to spend a minimum 90 minutes to 2 hours in there, kind of between my two sessions, and that's where we're at right now. So gonna hop in, I'll watch some YouTube, and chill out, relax, and then we'll get ready for my second run. So. Go through an app brand. It's not quite as high right now, but I can see current altitude 10,500 feet, set to 11.5. So we'll get up to that in a little bit. But for now, 10,500 feet. Guys, so we're back. Got hour and change the altitude 10. So warming the glute up, coming off a little glute injury. Haven't really missed any training, just always something when you're running 130, 40 miles a week. So about to get ready for my second run, so do an activation. First starting with warming this up, but step down into the workout room, pain cave, want to call it that. So yeah, I'll go through kind of my full warm routine and kind of take you through it. So. Hi guys, yeah, just kind of going through activation routine. That's actually a brand new one. Literally got that yesterday. Getting the glute firing up, so this is not new. But I would start by rolling out my feet, do some calf work, foam rolling, some band work, and then kind of finally get out to run. So it'll be about, I don't know, 40-minute run, and we'll do about 40 minutes of activations. That's all about staying healthy and pretty monotonous. Same thing every day, multiple times a day. You know, do it for that stuff over there, and you know, the world titles, all that. So. And you don't really question it when you have that stuff on the line. You know, I got World Championships in 6 weeks from tomorrow, so that'll come quick. I was doing everything I can to be feeling as best I can and recovering as well as I can. And obviously, if you do that, you can train at a high level and train as well as you can. A little intermission. We started chatting about the 100K I did in August in Italy. So ran 6:03:47, number 2 all time over the 100K, fastest American ever by almost 6 minutes. So yeah, that puts me number 1 in the world with 50 mile, number 2 all time in the 100K, fastest American at both distances. So nice little feather in my cap there. But yeah, I was chatting about the shoes, which doesn't matter how far you run or how good the shoes are, you're gonna cut the hell out of your feet. So Achilles right there, obviously bled through the front there. Also just blisters blew up through that. But yeah, these are the best shoes I've ever wore. Shout out to Adidas, Julian, Harry, the whole innovation team, Margarita at Adidas for these. Strides actually is my biggest sponsor of my YouTube. They're actually the ones that push me to do it. So I gotta be a fucking influencer too. All right, so it's wrapped up, easy 5, 720 pace. About recovery, so actually I came in right away, took some iron real quick. I had to go adjust the bike, but gonna hit the sauna. I'm trying to keep that within about a 20-minute window. Going to mix up, just so I have it. Right before I pop in the sauna, wanna let the iron absorb. Metabolic wheat protein prime, drip this, 17 grams of protein. Get that in real quick, and then I'll definitely have a bar as well on the way. Protein. Carbs that'll hold me over till dinner. Then I'll also have some electrolytes, but that's what we're mixing up. All right, gang, so that's day 1. So just got back, second run. Good day, great workout, good lift. Got my time in the altitude 10, shake out with the gang. Got my protein mixed up, electrolytes, carbs that I'll kind of eat and sip on as I head to the sauna. Knock out, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes of the sauna. dinner, rack out, see you in the morning.
Grab me by the throat, now you listen to my words. Try
Just help with recovery, all that is. Then we'll take some glutathione when I get back with my smoothie, just to help kind of flush everything out, boost recovery as well. So then this is just electrolytes, just getting that in right away. Actually some slight carbs in here too, so. Gotta fuel the work and recover from the work, so. Oh yeah, today, easy 10, just flushing out the track session, double day, lift, all that yesterday. I'm just getting ready for tomorrow. So tomorrow's just gonna be 25 miles, fairly steady. It's kind of up for interpretation. For me, that's probably starting under 6-minute pace and working down a little bit. We'll see how the body feels, but just to basically get within range of kind of marathon pace plus 20, 30 seconds, maybe up to 40 seconds. Just doing it at altitude, practicing bottles, practicing nutrition. Obviously we'll be taking metabolic wheat, you know, before and after. I always pre-run 2 Enduro 2s, so stay strapped with those. They basically travel everywhere with me, take them every single day pre-run, so it just helps with oxygen utilization, obviously recovery afterwards, and obviously bounce back from you know, yesterday, today, and then getting ready for a massive day tomorrow. Kind of hard to go back to back to back. This week was a session Wednesday, session Friday, and then, you know, steady long, which is basically another session tomorrow. So it'll be 30 miles total, 25 in the morning. I'll do 5 in the afternoon. So yeah, today is all just basically recovery, active recovery, freshening up, flushing the legs, and getting ready to roll tomorrow. Run, got some dry stuff on. This is literally every single day. I've done this for 7 straight years, basically the exact same smoothie. Just because want to know how I recover off it and how it sits on my stomach for like a second run later in the afternoon or throughout the day. Obviously it's not super calorically dense, but it has enough to, like, one, make sure I'm full until lunch, and then again, know that it's gonna sit well for my second run, then obviously eat a pretty big dinner. So quick rundown. Also, I'm gonna take this right after glutathione, antioxidant support, kind of flush everything else out, help with recovery. But main ingredient, gotta have protein. It's a protein shake. So metabolic wheat, Proteinium Prime right there. I'll typically throw some collagen in there as well, and then beta alanine, just what I'm running fast, but no lactic acid. So that's what we're gonna have kind of supplement wise, and then whole food wise. Sometimes I'll also mix in some extra protein, like today, in between sessions, I'm actually throwing some raw whey as well. Just kind of like the mix of the plant protein as well as the whey protein. Again, this is just a daily. So other ingredients, almond milk, blueberries, spinach, and frozen banana. So that makes it a little frothier, a little thicker, tastes a little better. So we chef it up. All right, so this, again, what I said might be the weirdest shit I do. So, like, I scooped out of here, threw electrolytes in there. I blended this up with some waters, rinse it all out. I'm gonna dump it in here, stir it, and then use it to take my vitamins. So, again, this, I'll probably get people trolling me for this, but holy shit. So this is literally just like the collagen, protein, all that rinsed out of here in this. I have had 4 stress fractures, so I don't know what you want me to tell you if you guys think this is weird. First step, and I always do this, like the first vitamin I take will be glutathione, because I'll chew it, and then kind of rinse everything else out of it, but make sure I chew it thoroughly. I'm gonna take my other vitamins, so multivitamin, vitamin C, omega-3s, and carnitine. Final look, you can also get this on metabolicweek.com. This guy. Come on, there you go. Whoa, shut it off. Hear that beep? There you go. So we'll get that up. It's currently sitting at 5,400 feet where my place is, and get back up to 11,500. So we'll try to kill, it's 10:51. Try to wrap this up in 10, 15 minutes, shower up, probably just hit the foam roller. So, and this one, I like this version because I'm actually gonna work through my back and kind of get different parts of my hammy on this. Then I might flip over and get another one with my quads, but for now, this will be sufficient. So far this week, we are at 96 through 6 days. So tomorrow we'll do 30, so it'll get me at 126. So I'm not full, full volume for where I'm at right now. And I'll probably maybe go a little more next week, maybe hit 130, but then I'm racing the following week, so don't want to overdo it. Judging it's not an A race, but obviously you still want to perform well anytime you're throwing on the kit and racing. So yeah, still a pretty good volume week. Also, I run a lot when I say 126 miles a week is not that high volume. So. But the good news is it's, I'm still able to hit some pretty high quality work while running this volume. When I get too high volume, you sacrifice that quality of work on the track. So, and you can only do that for so long. I almost fried myself this summer running 115 miles a week for 4 weeks, and was kind of worried about 3 weeks out from my 100K that I had overcooked myself, but still to get myself out of the hole and put up still a pretty good day in Italy. So. Honestly, my headspace going into a run doesn't impact my running at all. I mean, when I get to a run or have a workout, that's my sole focus. Nothing else really matters to me. Obviously, like life circumstances or something could be affecting energy levels, but when I'm at the track, like the energy I have is 100% going to be put into that track session or that long run or the run I just had. Like my sole focus this morning was just like getting up, fueling, and getting ready to feel the best and have the best recovery day that I possibly could. And that was kind of my sole focus. Even talking to Joey after, I'm like, yo, I just got to get rolling. I just, I'm in my routine, and you guys met me out there, and that's just my focus on the day. So tomorrow it's just like get the most I can out of the day, and then on to the next. Obviously mile by mile. Don't worry about mile 20 when I'm at mile 8, and that's just kind of the sole focus. When I am out training. So I think that's fairly unique to me. Some people run to de-stress and shit. Like I'm never really stressed when I'm obviously I want to run well when I have a good session, or good sessions when I'm out there. But like whatever mental energy I have is going to be put into that and nothing else when I'm training. So I think that's sort of a unique ability I have. You just kind of block out all the other bullshit and go to work. I don't want to say when I got it was anticlimactic, but I just fully believed I was going to get it at the time. So there was never a doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to get it. No, it sounds arrogant, but I've been injured for basically the whole year prior. And that was my goal. All right, you want you want to break the world record? That's 4 hours, 50 minutes at the time. I ran 4:48. So I beat it by almost 2 minutes. And, I have to cross train, have to bike, have to go in the pool and be like, all right, why is a 3 hour bike ride gonna bother you when you got to run 5:45 mile pace for almost 5 hours, So that was kind of that mentality that really kind of got me, not motivated, but kept me very diligent with the cross training, with the strength work, with all of this. Yeah, like I said, I almost said it was anticlimactic, but I finished, I was just like, see, told you. Now it's on to the next. Obviously really cool moment, probably still the highlight of my career to this point. Obviously I've had some good ones prior, especially this year has been definitely the best year to date for sure. Obviously got to capitalize on that with Worlds, but yeah, it was something I fully believed I could do for a couple years. So it was just finally getting fully healthy and having the proper race on the calendar to get it done. And those opportunities, it's perfect weather, my fitness, the build had gone well. Sometimes they're never perfect, but that one was damn close to perfect building up to my 50 mile. And you really can't ask for more than that. So game plan, well, let's see, it is 7:01 a.m. Got the table set up. Gonna go just do a half-mile jog, come back, drill strides, bathroom, throw on the Adios Pro 4s, and we'll get ripping. So it's a 3-mile loop. So every 3 miles, I'll grab a bottle to drink about. Try drinking a half mile, drop the bottle, take a left, and keep going on the loop. It'll be every 3 miles we'll have fuel. So I have a combo of bottles with 48 grams of carbs, 600 milligrams of sodium. That's in a bottle, and I'll go back to a gel with 40 grams of carbs. I'll go back and forth with those two over the every 3 miles. So I bottles of nutrition at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. I'll stash a couple gels on me as well, just in case I need it or I miss the bottle. Assuming I can be athletic, shouldn't have any issues. At this point, it's kind of just, say it's easy, but it's something I do all the time now. So I think 25 miles is far. I have no business doing what I'm doing, so. Always double knot your shoes, kids. When running, I don't really give a shit if you're not running. So this morning before the run, I had nut butter honey, pour over coffee, sipped some Morton 320 caffeine, sipped a Cadence Race can with more caffeine and L-theanine. That was basically it. And then just had another gel, 24 grams of carbs. So hopefully topped off carb-wise. And then every pre-warm-up took Synapsin Pro just for help me stay dialed, stay focused, had a long run here. And then Enduro too, just for honestly just oxygen utilization, feeling good throughout the run. It's a long day, so any supplements I can take to make me feel a little better, I'll definitely take. So. Still locked in. I used to think this was the sickest thing ever running what I just did, you know, and I was like,
Now it's another day.
it's fucking it's expected now. It's like if I don't put these numbers, it's just not good enough to not. So, but then also like this is, you know, it used to be like sub 6, used to be like the cool standard for any longer. Now it's all right if you're not under 540 or wasting your time. This was, I think, the fastest 25 miler I've ever run. Yeah, just wrapped up here at Tom Watson Park. I got here like 6:55, 7. But yeah, 25 piece. 5:35 average, closing 5 flat. Just kept it pretty steady. First mile was kind of right at that and just sat in that range. So that's up there with, I think that is my fastest 25 miler ever. I think prior to 50K champs last spring, I ran 25 out here at 5:38. It's 5:35. I've done 24 milers at 5:32 and 5:34, I know. So I believe, again, this is my fastest 25 miler ever. Bodes well, 6 weeks out from World Champs, and we got 13 days to Indy Half, which again, that's just like a kind of a test run or a dry run. Not really tapering for it. Obviously, if I was that serious about it, I wouldn't be out here today ripping 25 miles. Took 1 mile at a time, practiced fueling. Got basically everything down that I needed to. Definitely could have finished my last bottle, but decided to skip it at mile 21 and do a gel instead. But overall. All right, guys, so that's kind of a couple days in the life of me with Metabolic Elite. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let us know if Joey should come to Worlds and Anthony to shoot it all.
Sweet.
See you in the next one.